World-shaking moment. Taehyung shines at Dodger Stadium. Jungkook makes a shocking move. Taehyung's legendary pitch at Dodger Stadium, and Jungkook's mysterious reaction that shook ARMY. How could a single night at a baseball stadium in Los Angeles send shockwaves across the globe, uniting sports fans, armies, and even skeptics of K-pop? That question has haunted millions since August 25th, 2025. The night Dodger Stadium, a temple of baseball history, was transformed into a stage for one of the most emotional and talked about cultural moments of the year. At the very heart of it all stood Kim Taehyung, BTS's V. The moment that silenced a stadium. When Taehyung walked onto that pitcher's mound, the roar of tens of thousands hushed into a collective gasp. Draped in a Dodgers jersey, with the number 7 stitched proudly across his back, his aura was so magnetic that even the seasoned commentators paused, stunned by his presence. Jeans faded just right, hair styled effortlessly, and a quiet confidence radiating from him. Taehyung looked less like a guest, and more like he belonged in the heart of that stadium. Fans screamed. Cameras lit up. Hashtags were instantly born. Then came the moment. He raised his left arm, gripped the baseball, and delivered a pitch so flawless that commentators called it perfect. Smooth, clean, powerful, Taehyung had just etched his name into Dodgers history. But as armies know, perfection is never the end. It's the beginning. The unexpected twist. Enter Jungkook. Because just when the world thought this was Taehyung's night alone, whispers began spreading across the stadium. Jungkook was there. Not announced. Not scheduled, not part of the official event. But spotted by fans who know his face better than their own reflections. Why Jungkook? Why then? Why in this stadium on this night? His presence transformed the event from a cultural celebration into a swirling storm of mystery, emotion, and speculation. Pride, or something more? Eyewitnesses say Jungkook tried to blend in, but to ARMY eyes, he was impossible to miss. Some fans swear they saw his smile, soft, proud, glowing with admiration for Taehyung. Others insist his eyes carried something else: tension, longing, maybe even a hidden sadness. Did Jungkook feel overwhelming pride watching his brother shine on one of the biggest stages in America? Or was there something deeper, an untold story, a bond tested through military service, fame, and pressure, now playing out in silence before the world? The speculation spread faster than wildfire. The hidden narrative fans couldn't ignore. After Taehyung's pitch, he embraced Shohei Ohtani and exchanged words with Tyler Glasnow. Cameras flashed, fans cheered, and the night felt like a perfect cultural bridge between Korea and America. But ARMY wasn't watching the baseball stars. They were watching Jungkook. Some claim he disappeared as quickly as he arrived. Others whisper he slipped backstage, that maybe he and Taehyung met privately, away from the flashing cameras. Did they embrace? Did they argue? Did Jungkook say something that shook Taehyung's heart as deeply as Taehyung's pitch had shaken the stadium? The questions became bigger than the answers. Was this BTS's hidden comeback signal? For weeks, fans had been waiting for signs of BTS's return. With all members having completed military service, ARMY was desperate for reassurance. The world's biggest band was ready to stand together again. Was Taehyung's flawless pitch that signal? A symbolic message about BTS's global strength? Or was Jungkook's shadowy appearance the real message? Personal, emotional, and far more complicated than anyone expected. Tears, whispers, and the power of ARMY social media exploded. Some swore Jungkook shed tears in the stands. Others claim he muttered words under his breath, words fans are still trying to decode. Was it a confession of pride? A message for Taehyung? Or just the imagination of a fandom that feels every heartbeat of its idols like their own? Even sports journalists with little BTS knowledge couldn't ignore it. Headlines praised Taehyung's perfect pitch, but couldn't resist the storm Jungkook's rumored appearance unleashed. Two worlds, baseball and K-pop, collided, and the emotional fallout was breathtaking. But here's the truth. And yet, After all the speculation, after all the tears and theories, official confirmations told a very different story. Yes, Taehyung was there. Yes, his pitch was flawless. Yes, his aura lit up Dodger Stadium and united two global cultures in one unforgettable night. But Jungkook? The truth is simpler, and maybe harder to accept. He wasn't there. The Dodgers media team, BTS's representatives, and verified footage all confirm that Jungkook was not part of the ceremony, not in the stands, and not backstage. The sightings? Fan imagination. The tears, edited clips, the whispers of tension, viral speculation with no proof. The sightings, fan imagination, the tears, edited clips, the whispers of tension, viral speculation with no proof. In the digital age, a single fan edit can spark a global frenzy, and that's exactly what happened here. The real story that matters. So does this mean the night was empty of meaning? Not at all. The story isn't about hidden drama between Taehyung and Jungkook. It's about how one moment, one perfect pitch, proved the unstoppable cultural impact of BTS. Taehyung didn't just throw a baseball. He threw a message. That K-pop belongs on every stage, even in the heart of American sports history. And the frenzy around Jungkook? That's the power of ARMY. A fandom so deeply connected that even silence becomes loaded with meaning. The night that belongs to Taehyung. Let's strip away the noise. The truth is powerful enough. On August 25, 2025, Kim Taehyung walked into Dodger Stadium and delivered a flawless pitch that united baseball fans and armies in awe. His charisma, his presence, his confidence, that was the story. Not rumors, not speculation, not imagined tears. And maybe that's what makes the night even more special. It wasn't about drama. It was about Taehyung's light shining so brightly that the world stopped to watch. Final reflection. Yes, Jungkook's name will always find its way into these stories, because he matters to BTS, to ARMY, and to Taehyung himself. But this night, this moment, it belonged to V. The rest, the whispers, the theories, the speculated conflict, belonged not to reality, but to the fever dream of social media. And in recognizing that truth, we honor the artists we love. We celebrate their victories without drowning them in fiction. August 25th wasn't about coded messages or secret tears. It was about one man, one pitch, and one unforgettable reminder that BTS's influence has no boundaries. Kim Taehyung stood on that mound, and the world will never forget it.